Good afternoon, Tyler Rowland here, coming to you from the Ironton Classic. With me is Trentyn Flowers. Trentyn is ranked in the ESPN Top 100 in his class. And Trentyn, it's good to be with you here, and of course a great day for basketball at the Ironton Classic. And one of the teams, of course, you're playing today is Huntington Prep. And talk about how it feels coming in and going against the school, because I know you have a lot of ties in Huntington.
Yeah, so, with me just going there last year, just having such big performances and really just getting to build my brand there. And, it's really like coming home for me a little bit. So, it's going to be good to see all my old folks again and, some people I went to school with, and then also just to be able to play against, some of my former teammates.
And talk about this year. I know that at Combine Academy, you guys are ranked in the top 10 in the country right now. Talk about what it feels like to be a part of such a program that's had success at that level.
Man, well, our motto here is "We Us Ours." So we all just embrace each other, and every time we step on the floor, like we all sacrifice stuff for each other to go up and for us to win as a group and as a team. So this year, one thing I would say that I've learned here is that I could go get 20 any times I want, or maybe another one of my teammates, but sometimes me doing what's best for my team is going and grabbing 10 extra rebounds or making a better pass, and really just learning how to buy into a winning brand of basketball. So that's all it's really been here.
Yes, and talk about Coach Wright and something maybe that you've learned from him at this point as well.
Man, with Coach Wright, he just wants to be as confident as possible. He just wants to be as confident as possible. He brought me here to play my game, and he expects every night for me to just go out there and just be the person I am. So one thing about Coach Wright is he's always going to stick with you, and no matter what, he's always going to bet on his guys. So you just couldn't ask for more from a coach like that.
And you have a lot of kids that look up to you, and of course having offers from schools in each of the Power 5 conferences and many more outside of that. What is something that you tell maybe that fifth grader that might come up and aspires to have the career that you have?
Just work hard and be a great person. I feel like for me, just being a good person, it's really brought myself further than a lot of other people. Whether it's giving or just treating people with kindness. Like that's what I always just try to just like instill in myself and in my game, because basketball it's an on and off the court thing. So if you do the right things off the court, the great things will follow on the court. So.
And one thing that and you talk, because you've mentioned kindness and talking about your community. Talk about the importance of basketball and how not just it's important to be a great athlete, but to also be out there in your community helping people, and also to be a good student in the classroom.
Oh man, it's everything. When you're at such a high level, and when other people see you do that, it only makes them want to bring their level up. Just giving back to the community. That's what I'm all about. Especially coming here, like that was one of the biggest reasons I came to Combine. I feel like everybody else is about other people and not just themselves. So, it's just totally a big thing. And if you can do that, you can be a big role model in life, and you'll be loved and liked by many people.
And for people some fun questions for people to get to know you better. Do you play video games much?
I do. I started playing the Spider-Man game. The Spider-Man game is pretty fun, and probably 2K sometimes. Spider-Man or 2K is what I'm switching off with right now.
Nice. And who's your team on 2K?
The Milwaukee Bucks. I just use Giannis the whole time.
Nice. And what type of music do you enjoy listening to?
I listen to everything. I listen to every genre. Some of my favorite artists though would be, people like Drake, G Herbo, Rilo, and then maybe Lil Baby sometimes. So, and then also like the little TikTok music too. I like.
Nice. And who would be one of your role models?
Role models. I would probably say Kobe Bryant because of his mentality. And then, I like Jason Tatum too. I like Jason Tatum a lot. So those two are probably my biggest role models.
And say what in your community at Combine Academy. Say you have a night, kind of maybe an easier night off. What's something that maybe as a team, maybe somewhere you like to eat or a place you like to go hang out? Be something you guys like to do?
We were big on going to football games. When football season was in, we would go to some of the local high schools and watch, because we don't have football at our school. So that, or probably just going to the mall, the movies, just chilling, something like that. So. Or we just lock in the gym. That's really about it.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, Trentyn, we thank you for your time today, and always good to see you, brother. And be sure to stay tuned. We'll have more interviews coming up at the Ironton Classic. You're watching Rolling Sports, where you meet the athletes.